friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're going to make a pantry stock shepherd's pie in the summer kitchen. Okay, so what we're going to need is, now I have one fresh egg, I have a package of Honest Earth creamy mashed potatoes. These are instant, but they only have 3 ingredients: milk, potatoes, and butter. I have a tablespoon of tapioca starch or potato starch. I have a jar of my 2013 cubed canned pork. I have a can of my home canned organic corn. I have some garlic flakes, I have some onion flakes, and I have a buttered casserole dish. We also have my big Dutch oven here. It's drying, I just washed it. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, we have our kettle on for our mashed potatoes, and we have our Dutch oven heating up with a wire rack in the bottom. Now, to make these potatoes, well, let's get started with the meat. First, we're going to make the gravy. We're going to do that by draining the broth from our pork. And there's fat in there, so we're not going to worry about butter for the gravy. And then we are going to drain the juice from the corn. We'll just set this here. Okay, let's just take our cornstarch, tapioca starch, potato starch. I don't use cornstarch for anything but powdering babies' bums. So when I say cornstarch, it's always tapioca or potato starch. And we're just going to heat up our meat broth, our corn water, and our starch until it makes a gravy. Now listen, folks, you can add milk and butter and all these things to your mashed potatoes and your gravy and stuff like that. But this is a situation where I'm pretending that I'm camping and I don't have a lot of fresh things to work with. And I'm pretending I'm making this over an open fire. Yes, folks, you can do this recipe over an open fire. Let's turn our heat up under here. While that's heating up, let's do our layers. We are going to take our meat. And this is a small meal because it's just for Papa and I. Look at this. I got a whisk and a shovel here. And we're just going to put this in the bottom. Then we're just going to take, now you don't have to use corn, folks. You can use whatever vegetable you got going. But this is a pantry stock shepherd's pie, so we're going to keep it real simple. Now that that's ready, we'll set that aside. And let's do our mashed potatoes. Now, folks, these are instant mashed potatoes, and it does say to make them with milk as well as boiling water and butter, but like I said, we're pretending. So we're going to take just some hot water, and we're going to whisk this up. And we actually want it a little thick because I'm going to be adding an egg, which is liquid. So we're just going to add some boiling water to this. I'm going to just put in some dehydrated garlic flakes here and some onion flakes. You can use salt and pepper, but we know Papa's going to pepper it anyway, so we'll just let this do its thing. Let's get this egg in here. Let's start mixing that before it can actually cook. So let's change over to the spatula. This still seems a little on the stiff side, so we're just going to add some more water. Now remember, folks, these instant mashed potatoes do have milk. They do have butter. So in a pinch hit situation, this isn't going to be a problem. Okay, let's take our casserole, our shepherd's pie, and pour our gravy all over top. Now we're going to take our potatoes and kind of just work them so that they make a top. Now, like I said, folks, this is a camping recipe. This is a pantry recipe. If you want to fancy it up, you can even use canned gravy, but why bother if you have the liquid from your home canned meat and vegetables? A lot of your nutrients in your home canned veggies is in the water. We have our Dutch oven on low. The burner is as low as it will go without shutting off. But see how that's nice and hot in there? We're just going to put our casserole on the wire rack, and we're going to cook this for about 45 minutes. All right, we'll see you when this comes out of the Dutch oven. All right, let's have a look. I'd say that's done. Let's get this into the house. All right. Look at that. Let's dish up Papa some. Pantry shelf Shepherd's pie, cooked, as you well know because you carried it in for me, in the Dutch oven, out in the summer kitchen.
Kind of
Careful, honey. It's cubed pork.
It looks really hot.
Well, blow on it really carefully. We kept it simple.
Very good.
Awesome.
Tastes like camping.
Shepherd's pie from a Dutch oven in the summer kitchen. Nutritious and delicious.